Hello, hello. Hello to Phoenix Fight today. Wow, my voice did not sound like that the whole day. Hi, Kaiser. Hi. I think my voice gotten better. I think I sound less sick than yesterday. And I think because I didn't really cough today, my throat is gonna be more fine. Which is good. Because I have to read. But at least I made, after a helpful tip, I made tea with honey. I would do all the time usually tea with honey, but only mostly chamomile tea with honey. But I don't have it at home, the tea, but the honey. So I sadly had to resort to fruit tea. And I'm someone who does not like too much fruit tea. It's okay though, I can drink fruit tea, especially in winter. But honestly, in summer, I drink no tea at all. So it feels kind of weird. Being like, what, over 30 degrees? Or, let's see. Oh, it's like 29 Celsius. So I guess it's okay. Today it's a little cooler than yesterday in my country, so yay. But tomorrow it's going to rain where I am. Wednesday it's gonna be really hot. That's awesome. But anyway, who cares about the weather? As long as I'm finally getting okay again, which seems like it. We're gonna play some. We're hopefully gonna finish episode 5 today. Hi, Kellen. Hi. Hello. But yeah, hopefully I'm finally done with episode 5 today. I cannot see it anymore. I want to move on. I want to know the ending to all this. Finally. I'm hopeful. Yeah. At least I'm gonna do as long as my throat is not acting up. Currently it's not, only because I have not spoken a lot today. How are you? I'm better than yesterday. At least in terms of coughing and throat stuff. But I'm better than yesterday. How are you though? Don't worry. You don't have to feel sorry for me. But yeah, I'm definitely getting better. I feel like my voice is almost there. Just maybe 1 to 2 days. And hopefully I'm finally over it. Although, let's give it more like 3 days. No, thank you. But don't worry about it. Even though I wish I did not get sick at all. Especially in summer. It's diabolical. I hate it. It's awful. I don't think I've noticed your big bushy tail before. No, you haven't. No more getting sick. That is kind of difficult. Because I have been getting sick more since a few years. But I'm trying to. I'm really trying to. Although a summer cold is awful. But yeah, maybe that's just punishment for something. I don't know. But I'm definitely getting better. Way better. But how are you doing? At least so far, I only coughed once today. No punishment, just unlucky. You're too perfect to be punished. Hey! I am not too perfect to be punished. I'm okay, still pretty EP. Oh no. Did you just wake up? Or are you EP because it's so late? Hopefully EPness goes away very soon. Oh, it's 10 AM where you are. Oh, that's okay. That's early. That's understandable about the eepiness. Hopefully it goes away soon. Maybe get, I don't know, some coffee or other help to get you more awake. Maybe some tea. I mean, black tea or green tea does help in waking up too. Or maybe some exercises. I would never do exercises, by the way. For that matter, at least for waking up. I need to try and wake up a bit more before I try to get up and make it to the kitchen. I have that too. Usually I stay in bed like a little bit longer and then get up. Although today I had to get up really early. I had to get up before 9, which was okay. I didn't get much sleep though because I was like up until 2 a.m. because I was watching someone stream too. Before 9, what the? Yeah, I had to be up at that time. But tomorrow I can sleep a little bit longer, although I don't plan to. I'm someone that does not want to sleep that late. I actually hate it. What I hate even more is sleeping for a very long time. But usually that does not happen only when I mess up my sleep schedule and don't sleep that much. So far, my sleep schedule is okay. Maybe not with today, not maybe with today, but I always can correct it. I would say now, let's jump to the game. Because I really do want to feel easy to end. I did enjoy the game, don't get me wrong. But after being so long in episode 5, I just want to be done with it. And after finishing the first game, I will take a break with another game and then probably go back to the second game with Phoenix. Because I really need a break. I cannot solve any more cases. I'm sorry. Hello, Phoenix. Or starting screen. I need to drink my tea so I can have a nice relaxed throat. At least it's not hot anymore. Let's go! Rise from the Ashes. February 25, 9:47 a.m. So we are in court. What type of tea are you drinking? It's a Christmas tea. I actually don't know what's the actual flavor, but it's more of a Christmas. It's a Christmas tea. Really sweet and stuff. Maybe it's like cookie flavor. I don't know. Hi, Phantom. Hi. My throat is definitely better. I sound less sick, in my opinion. So I should be fine. Hopefully. I'll try as much as possible. I'm even drinking tea with honey, so I'm staying longer good. I like my tea and coffee like lukewarm. I mean, if it's still warm, that's definitely good. Hot is, well, you can't drink that. So lukewarm is nice. Thank you, Phantom. That's good. It's good for me as well. Next week is Finance banner. Oh yeah. Finan! I'm so excited for him. I saved up for him. Not maybe that much, but that's fine. I already collected all his stuff. Though. I miss Ace Attorney so much to start playing investigations. Edgeworth is hilarious. At the start, I wasn't too sure about Edgeworth, but eventually he showed his silly side. It is really amazing and funny. Dude is really funny. Let's go in court. This is the defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. Wow. Whenever I get sick of the throat, I drink a tea with lemon juice, honey, ginger, and cinnamon. Works every time. Lemon juice? I never heard of that. Definitely think honey and ginger works, especially honey, because it eases your throat and makes it more, I guess, coated, and at least, yeah, I mix the throat coated with honey, so everything's softer and doesn't hurt that much. Ginger, I can understand as well why it makes you more healthy again, faster. And cinnamon probably for taste. I like those Korean honey ginger concentrates, super good when hot. I've never heard of that. I never heard of that. I usually drink either black tea or green tea. Or just I'm more of a herbal type. I do sometimes drink like fruit tea, but I don't like it that much. Oh, I just remembered what I wanted to say. This is like this third type of game that I play where you have to find out who is like the killer or something. But if I remember the first time I played a game like this, it was where I'm stuck with 15 other people in a place with an electric bear that is like, go kill someone, and then we have like a court, and then we have to find out who's the killer, and if you find the killer gets killed or punished. Well, that's nice. At least I can leave this courtroom and go outside. Yeah, Danganronpa. That was interesting. They sell them in glass jars in Asian groceries probably. Mix a tablespoon into hot water. Maybe, but I only have like seen more like packaged tea. I gotta check it out though. Maybe there's some other tea as well. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if something's been happening behind the scenes. Oh, edgy boy! Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of this... Oh yeah, I did. It's the police chief. The chief of the police? Detectives? I don't know. I can't remember the exact title. So yeah, I did find out. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Hehe. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. The graphics look so different from what I remember. Maybe in like this trilogy version, they upped the graphics. I've never seen the original, so I don't know. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. The only thing I just noticed, I have to read slower because I'm out of breath after every sentence. Yeah, that did. The DS version doesn't look this good. Oh, then I really upped the quality, especially probably for the PC version. First played it on the DS. Those were the days. I remember the time where I got my first DS, and it was the DS Lite. I don't even have the original one. But I'm happy with the light one. But yeah, I remember those days. Especially playing Nintendogs. Little puppies. If the number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True, not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. By the way, I'm not doing that on purpose, or rather, I'm doing it on purpose to read slower. But I feel... Otherwise, I feel like I'm out of breath every time. Same DS Light 2, light blue with cinnamoral keychains? Damn! That sounds fancy. My first one was the... I cannot remember, but if it was the black one or the white one. Oh, I think it was the black one at first. And because somehow the touchscreen got really scratched and I couldn't really use it anymore, I got a new one and that one was white. So yeah, I do have two DS Lite only because one is like touchscreen broken. Yeah. By the way, is anyone buying the Switch 2? I for now won't buy it because I'm waiting for the new Pokemon game and see if the Switch 2 has a version for that, like an extra version. I mean, for the Let's Go series they had, and for I think it was Sword and Shield, or was it? Yeah, Sword and Shield. Switch 2 sus. Why? Why is it sus? I mean, until like autumn or fall, I don't have the need to buy it. They're getting too greedy with the games, everything's too expensive. Oh yeah, I've seen it. No, the hardware has a lot of problems too. Hopefully they will be able to fix it soon. Or, I don't know. I mean, so far, even with the first Switch, I don't have any problems. But we'll see when I get it. Maybe they'll fix those problems, but... yeah, hopefully. But yeah, I have seen the prices for the new games, like 80, 90 euros at least. I don't know in other currencies how expensive it is. I'm really poor, so I won't, but I would like to buy Metroid Prime 4, seriously. Maybe eventually you'll be able to buy it. Maybe they will also make like a light version of it, like they did with Switch. But I don't know. Maybe they will do it. And new games on Switch like $70 US as well. Like buying on Steam, they're always on sale. I don't know if it's really 90 euros. But it also depends on the games. Some games are not that expensive, while others, at least the popular ones, are really expensive. And yeah, sometimes I'm reading like for a sale as well, especially on the Switch. I have like my games saved and wait if they have a sale, especially the ones that I don't want to play immediately. AAA games are expensive. Yeah, they are. They're always more expensive than others. 5 minutes, Wright and Chief Prosecutor's guy will be found guilty. But she didn't do it. I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth? Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. Thank God. You don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. I'll think about it. Go think hard. See you in court, Wright. Bye! See you soon! This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gunn has on her, it's now. Now or never. This is the last day in court for a very long time. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Chief Gunt. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, RG. Been back to the pool yet? No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. This dude's sus. I mean... He is. I mean, all those 7s on the protocol. Sorry, I kinda got distracted. Wait, I'm gonna drink some tea. I mean... And I wonder if Gunt, this guy, is maybe the killer. I mean, how many suspects do we have left? Probably... This is the last one. There can't be a magical another one, right? Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? Now, what is it? Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. I feel like you forced her to something, and now she has to do it. Yet again. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Why do I feel like you forced that one on her as well? What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request and I will be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? I confess to all charges against me. On February 21 of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. That's not what happened. No, Lana! Woman! In what did he threat you again? You can't. Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. Yeah, she's definitely lying. I mean, she's probably being threatened something. Someone... Wait. Probably Gunt threatened her with something. So she's saying that right now. At least I have the feeling for that. I mean, he's so suspicious. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require services. But Lana, Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like to render your verdict now, if you please. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legal valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. Hello? This is not the end. Where's Emma? We really need Emma now. This can't be happening. It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court's fined the defendant. Emma! Objection! Emma! Is this you? Oh, no. Edgy? It's you? One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut? Why are you fretting him with keeping the mouth shut? Is it because... Yes. You're sus. It's because you're sus. Sussy man. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. What? Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. Edgy boy's helping. That's so good. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal. Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. Oh, to whom? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Mrs. Emma Sky. I request the court hears her testimony. Hold it, wait. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Mrs. Sky. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it will be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant? Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. Dude, you're the chief, and you're threatening. In court. What the heck? How is this okay? Mrs. Emma Sky, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Damn, and what are we doing now? We're literally unnecessary now. Anytime someone says something like that, the more I want to prove them wrong. Exactly, and the more I want to prove that they probably did it. Just they're extra suspicious. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma Sky. My occupation? I am Lana's little sister and I want to be a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that though. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is. Well, okay then. You sure give in fast. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Let's go! One sec. So, no, now I have no more tea. Okay, let's see. 2 years ago. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. Poor guy. It's a good thing you weren't harmed. I passed out. I don't remember much. That's understandable. However, please tell Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. We've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. New year! Let's examine. Edgeworth has so much confidence, you just want to believe him. I mean, he's fighting for something, he's still fighting for the truth. He's trying in his own way to find the truth. Because I guess he wanna also save Lana's guy. And I think he has confidence that, well, Phoenix can save her. And maybe he knew something was up, or I don't know. He did not trust it at all. Okay. Now I'm standing straight. Let's go. That's the first time I have to press her. I feel so bad about it. 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yes, she was second in command under the deputy chief of police, Ghent. My sister, she was the best detective ever. Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Ghent and Mrs. Sky used to be quite a pair. I believe they shared the same office. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. Why is it there anyway? This is weird. I wanted to play it that day too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. Such a fancy office. I wish I had an office like that, although maybe not with that organ thingy. I don't want to have that. A man? Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of the ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest. When he saw his chance, he fled to the room, right? Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him. Neil Marshall rescued me. And he paid with his life. What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were 2 people present during Dark's questioning. It's Gant and Neil Marshall, if I remember. Exactly. Those 2. Almost forgot about Gant. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors award. It still looked normal. That prize. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony. I assume that will also be why he was the first to run after Dark. When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead. And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in. I don't clearly remember what happened then, but... What exactly did you see? I only have the scene. Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out. Oh no. And hi, Donatas. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. Hey, hi. The lights? It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby. See, the electricity went out? Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? There was lightning. You shouldn't trail because... Huh? Which trail? Which one? I just remember because I don't feel it anymore. I have my cooler, my fan on. Hopefully you don't hear it. But yeah, hopefully, because otherwise I would be hot as hell. Let's continue. Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. You know why she's on the witness stand? Oh, yeah, she's a witness. That sounds weird if I say it like that after saying witness stand. Now the witness got changed. Or at least Edgy Boy wanted to change the witness because Lana Sky, her sister, was immediately like, let's all end this. I am guilty. And Edgy Boy was like, nah. You still have not found, still don't have 100% of proof. So let's change the witness to her little sister. And that's what we're currently doing. We are asking stuff from her to maybe find out who's the killer of our current case. Let's continue. I see. I told the detective about what I saw then. The detective? Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case. Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. Let's hear more. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago? Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw? Yes, but at the time the riches wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Let's continue. This picture the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning. But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Witness, would you mind if you added this statement to your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. picture has been lost. Let's ask about it. Maybe she can draw a new one somehow? You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right? Yes. I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died. Yet I never received any picture. Maybe because a lot of the evidence was concealed from Edgy Boy, because didn't he mention also that he got like way less evidence than usually? So someone tampered with it. Perhaps the witness is mistaken. But I draw it. I swear, I'm not just imagining it. You have the picture? Wait, I do? Huh? Okay, let's see. Piece of cloth. Okay. Evidence list. There's no picture. Security video, fingerprints, jar, locker. Huh. I sadly don't have it. Yeah, sadly I don't have it. Maybe I'll still get it or something? Or maybe it's somewhere hidden. Check the back of the evidence list? Oh, no, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. There it is. Might be that I probably looked at it, but I forgot so much already. I mean, it was 2 weeks ago, so I forgot a lot. This picture that Emma drew, that reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again. I did. Well, anyway, let's continue. Oh, no, wait. Let me have another look. Wait, I need to... No! I wanna, like... Ah, yes. Now I have it like I wanted to. But I mean, it doesn't really tell me much, besides there were 2 figures there. But yeah, let's continue. This scene that imprinted an image in your mind, can you please describe it to us? The man... That must have been a real shock. The question is Neil Marshall really dead? Or did he really get killed by Joe Dark? I don't know why I'm questioning that now, but... I should question everything. Even now when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. But you passed out, so you don't even know. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark, I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them. Emma doesn't have any reason to lie. Alana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Okay. And I guess probably have to present the picture, right? Let's go. There we go. Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing the picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence? Huh? I am not the bad guy. Oh, all I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over? What's this? It's a damn picture. Yes, what is that? Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew. Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Me? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. Well, we somehow got every evidence somehow. So I don't even question anything anymore. Besides, I don't even remember how I got it. Huh? These lists, they're different from each other. What? Wait, is it the list that I got from Gunn's office? I think I got two stuff, right? Two things, right? I got the piece of cloth, and I guess also this... Yeah, also this list. I mean, I remembered that I got two things. Edgeworth probably got a fake list. Probably. I think a lot of things got concealed from him. And that one thing was definitely evidence list. Because he mentioned it. It's less than usual. It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. Poor dude was just trying to do his job. He was. And then a lot of rumors were made about him. I mean, he even got forged evidence. He got, someone gave him that, and he trusted a person. Then it turned out it was forged, and that's how all the rumors got there. Poor edgy boy, just doing his job and everyone just lies to him. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you. What? Poor edgy boy. I feel so bad for him. Order! Order! But Mrs. Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list? Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor? Are you all right? Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. Ooh, then we could put it together. Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth. It's possible. Let's see. Oh no, what did you see? What did you see? Don't people check their papers? Usually, but I think he never expected it to be something there'll be on the backside. Although somehow you notice that. Also, I would be like, why is this thing ripped? The blue badge. No, yet again. But yeah, I would be like, why are you handing me a document that is literally ripped? Give me a paper that is not ripped. Such a rookie mistake. It is, but I guess everything got handed to him, so he trusted it. Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask? What is on the picture? Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing. A blue badger? What the heck? Well, I think it does not look ripped. The only odd thing is that it's less evidence than usual. Yeah, that one. Yeah. But didn't they mention something about that just now? That I don't know. I will not question that, but also, why is the blue badger music? That thing that was dancing in the evidence room. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives. I guess he was out of scrap paper. Man, I just wanted to dance, so it's just, yeah. Very well, witness. Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago? Huh? Oh, yes, Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. Probably something that has to do with the blue badger. Emma's picture. How small was the evidence list that they stuck it together horizontally? I don't know. If you take like a normal size paper, the question is, how big is her picture? I mean, if we were like to half, you would notice that, what the heck, it's not the normal format size for paper. You know what, I will not question it. Anything can happen. You're right about that, the blue badger, I mean. Screw the blue badger, I don't want it. This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. No, such a beautiful pic. The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Yeah, but we don't know who exactly she did see. I mean, sure, she said it. It's Neil and Joe Dark. Are we really sure? I mean, she was in high stress. Hi, Arthur. Hi. Hello. I mean, you came in the right time. It's the last day in trial. For a while. You finally get to know the killer. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. What a chance that it was Guns who stabbed Neil and blamed it on Dark. That's the thing, is I'm questioning that as well. I'm questioning what Emma saw. I mean, in the end, she did not see the faces. So who knows how the chief, or what the chief actually did in that incident. Glad I came in the easiest part. Yeah, I came in the last part as well. Okay, where the truth is finally being revealed. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Yay! Emma's pick. This is a picture I drew 2 years ago. Okay. Did you draw this picture right after the incident? I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything. During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Skye. 2 or 3 days later, the memory should still have been fresh in her mind. Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black? Probably she didn't get any other color. The flash of lightning was so bright, all she could see was shadows. Okay. So at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue? No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright and I was knocked to the floor. You were knocked to the floor? Derek had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed. Poor Emma, I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. What happened after the lightning flashed? After that, I must have fainted. So you don't remember? Okay. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place? No, I'm sorry. The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this guy any further? I sadly have to. I'm sorry, but in court you have to do anything to get to the truth. Even torturing my assistant. What? I am not the bad guy here. Anyway, this picture. And she's just like, anyway. Could it be that someone else was it? Edgeworth Base as always. I mean, he has to stay true to his character. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Of course, this is the exact scene. It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives? Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright? No, of course not. I better watch out or he might find some way to cut my salary. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me. Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Huh? Oh, well, that's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Wait. Wait. The blue badge? Wait. No. Get away with that thing. No. Get away with that thing. Why do I suddenly have in mind the award? There was this award, right? With the kind of... not knife, but sword? Could it be that? Sure, okay, the hands all were drawn a little bit around, but that's really hugely round, so maybe? No blue badger! I'm gonna burn the blue badger! Where's the contradiction? Oh wait, I already got that one. Wait, skip. Okay, the flash of lightning was so bright all I could see is shadows. Painted. Okay, there's only 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't tell me that thing. I remember that after the date, the word was left with just a shield. Yep, I do know. That's why. Because it was so hugely round with that kind of like sword in it. I thought about the award. The original version. So... maybe? No, that's wrong! Bullshit! Ah. Okay. I take it. I'm gonna save. Just in case. Okay, I have to probably do something with that. Piece of cloth. Emma Sky's prints. Evidence this. Handprints. Okay, that's... I don't need that anymore. Oh yeah, I found also a piece of the jar in there as well. That could not be that. Could not be the jar. Wait, have you seen the whole drawing? I mean, kinda, maybe. The blue badger. Maybe check the full... Are you really referring me to the freaking badger now? I'm looking at it and... why am I always so... I'm not standing straight, I hate that. But the blue badger? Is it the blue badger? No. Okay. What was the murder weapon back then? A knife, Mrs. Neffy. I mean a knife. Right, that's edge of knife. Switchblade. Yeah, that one. Oh. Okay. Yeah, penalize me all you want. And I'm gonna load because I don't want to lose too much life, or else it's gonna be harder for me. Okay. But I'm sure it's the last sentence, but I don't know exactly. But the murder weapon, a screwdriver. Wait, didn't he want a screwdriver to be gone? Hey, blue badger is key to this case. I know, but it didn't work. Then the screwdriver did not work. Okay, let's go through the sentences, I guess. This is a picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at it again. I did not want to press that. That was an honest mistake. That was really an honest mistake. I don't get it though. I tried the blue badger. I think it's the last sentence. I tried at least with this knife, the screwdriver. Maybe it's a freaking jar. Well, never mind though. I don't get it. Piece of cloth. Is there maybe something? Nope, just this side. Handprint. Do they mention left-right handedness? Lefty? Left-right. Wait. That's not... Piercing hard lung. Okay, never mind. It's still missing tip, so it's still a knifey. Okay. Where is that? Serial murder, death sentence. Okay, the victims. Herbie. Okay, never mind. It does not mention anything. Wait. I did not see it in a picture before that, but there's a waste. What the heck? Wait, isn't the tip of the knife broken? It is. Tip of the knife is still in the body. Now I finally see the jar. I mean, there's also a missing tip, but I don't know if it was ever there. Because the drawing is blunt. Let's see, wait. I'm gonna check the blue badger as well. I don't see anything. Doesn't look like a knife. It does not. But what else could it be? Already tried possible weapons. That's definitely not possible. Oh god. You know what? I'm actually lost. Does anyone know what to do? That is a knife though. What? That one? I mean, yes, it's a knife. Yes, but that could not be in any case what I need right now. Do you have any autopsy report? I do have a few. As if that was the scene before the killing, the knife should be pointy. It should be. That's why I was like, the trophy, but the stuff is missing. Like, I don't have the evidence for that. Let's see, autopsy. Single stab wound, piercing heart and lung, dying age from blood loss, and under 10 minutes, weapon found in wound was missing. Tip. Oh, I was missing the tip. Wait, I'm so confused. Use Neil's report. What? I had to use the freaking report? Not any weapon? I would have never gotten that. Oh, thank you. Otherwise, I would have to look it up at some point. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday. Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? That part. The contradictions, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. He was stabbed in the back, but that is not what it looks like on the picture. He's stabbed in the back? I mean, here it says it's chest wound. I'll continue for now, or otherwise I will get confused. Yeah, the tip is broken, so we got that for now. Even I don't have to look too closely to see that, Mr. Wright. And Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too. If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. It was a conclusive piece of evidence to prove Joe Dark was the murderer. Or maybe someone broke it off. Maybe someone used a shield that one like knife part and stabbed whoever. And then someone used the actual murderer, the other murderer, the serial killer's knife and broke somehow the tip off. Huh. We'll get to that part, hopefully. Isn't there an armor with a spear in the office? I mean, at least from the picture. There's this one. I will get to that. I don't worry about anything other than... I don't worry about anything right now. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. Don't object, please. And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab. Oh, now it said to the back. But didn't it just say he suffered from the chest? If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken. What's the meaning of this? Oh. Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand? Oh, what Jesus. Aaron's just so objecting. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. Yeah, otherwise the tip would have been already gone. I could not even read that myself. Edgy boy, slow down a little bit. I couldn't even read that. The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken. Jesus, everyone's just throwing objections. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. Objection after objection after objection. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There's another explanation. Have you forgotten already about a little something called falsified evidence? You're treading on thin ice, right? All I'm saying is, Phoenix and Edge are really on a generational beat. I mean, they're like besties. They gotta fight sometime. Even if it's in court. Is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility. No! Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the evidence that took place the day of the murder. Here you go, rewind. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gaunt. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie. Where? I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. I believe you. It's just not the knife that we found. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of there being two broken knives? Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. And I know which one! Hi Roy, hi. Hello. Yes, there's another broken knife. Knife. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by simple observational error. Mr. Wright. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. Yeah, and it was part of something else. I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Okay, the only thing I do have is the picture and the actual award without the knife. And because I have to show it, so I gotta... Hopefully it's a picture. The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. This is a picture of the award ceremony. And there you go, edgy boy. You see the original state of your award. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon. Notice the award prosecutor marshal is holding? Yep. There you go. That's a broken knife. Would it be even possible to stab someone with that? As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award. Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. I tried to think how the killer, or Joe Dark, if he really did it, would have actually gotten to that award, but that would be a little bit difficult. So yeah, only one person is possible as an award. He was giving this broken shield a knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. But that can't be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because if the King of Prosecutor award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed. What do you mean? I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. Have you played Kindergarten 1, 2, or 3 before? No. I haven't even heard of that before. Is that a horror game? Because I feel like it's a horror game. Because it sounds similar, at least from the title. It's called Kindergarten Banban, or I don't know. It sounds like a horror game. But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. Yeah, but probably Joe Dark was not the one killing him. That's true. What's going on here? Don't shake your head, please. It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. Oh, who did the holding now? Wait, I remember now. I remember everything. Witness? Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please? Is this the one with that picture scribbled on the back? Yeah, the badger. The badger did it! You know what? Let's close this case and say the badger did it. I am done. I'm okay with it. The badger did it. I knew it. This picture? I'm the one who drew it. What? You drew that? That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. Dun, 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 dun. All this time, I've been trying so hard to forget. Okay, serious mode. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Mrs. Guy? Yes, Your Honor. First the knife mix-up and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. The blue badger! I'm gonna drink. But I gotta say, I'm already doing better than yesterday. I can definitely go for longer. My throat is currently fine. Maybe here and there I have to cough though. You find secrets, there are multiple endings. It's mainly a cute funny gore game. A cute funny gore game? That screams like, wait, I'm actually gonna look it up now. Mind you, if I search for... Oh! I have seen the first game, I think. I have definitely seen that on someone's YouTube video. I think it was Jacksepticeye or Markiplier. I don't know. Either one of them definitely did play this game. Hopefully I remember correctly, but I did see it. But yeah, that would be interesting. I have not seen the whole thing. So that's definitely something I will consider. I'll put it on my list. Also, me searching kindergarten 1, 2, or 3. That's not really, that's giving me any like searches because, well, that's a German word, so Google is like, oh, you're searching something German. No, I have to put the word game to that. Oops. But everything that is like and an old school style, I really do want to play it because I love those. I love that style. Wait, I'm gonna put it on my list because I will forget about it. Oh, there's multiple kindergartens. The third one just came out. Oh, but still, I would still like to play it, like everything. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, let's get this testimony done. But I put it on my list, so I will see. I'll see when to play it or stream it. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. You saw his shadow? Huh? This is certainly most unusual. Try impossible. Chief of detectives haven't even designed him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Yes, well, the defense... What? Oh. She's getting restless. She's getting... Oh, Jesus. She's like... Please don't do it. We're getting to the truth. Oh. Stop. Please, don't pursue this any further. Lana. That's the meaning of this. Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that? Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. We do, and we're gonna finish this. It's too late to turn back. Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. Let's go! And Lana is getting desperate that the truth does not come out, but we will reveal it. And I saw that man raise his knife. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry. Ah! Pieces of the puzzle together. Oh, I forgot to press. Okay, when I saw the man raise his knife. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark? Yes, at least I think it was him. You think? All I could really see were shadows. The power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports. So then you... Oh, you rushed... Why did you rush towards them? That was a bad decision. Why would you do something so... Why would you do something... Why would you do something so dangerous? Exactly. What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall. She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife. Alright, to adding your list. Yes, I added it on my list. I'm getting some candy real quick for my throat. That it helps smooth it a little bit. I'll be back in just a second. I'm back again. I am not stopping today. I do want to know the end of it. So I've got like the rest of the candy I have that is supposedly helping my throat. Oh, here we go. He seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife, but as we just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife. Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that Dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've gotta help that person. That other person. He knocked away the man with the knife. And then somehow another appeared. What do you mean, you think? It all happened too fast and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did is it's all kind of a blur. Mrs. Sky was almost killed before she was a witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural. True, true. I mean, she was also really young. Or younger, so... She was really probably stressed too. I saw the man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife. What you did was very brave, young girl. So then what happened next? Oh, the blue badger. Are you sure about this? Of course. See? I even drew a picture of him there. But it was the chief of the detectives who fought up this hideous beast. And that was just this year. The blue badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember. Oh, brother, just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing? He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. Huh, maybe it was someone who looked similar to the blue badger. His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all? And its handprint on the face? That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns. 3 creepy horns? Wait. I wouldn't know. Shadow, the ultimate life form. I wouldn't know besides the vase giving off maybe 3 horns. I mean, the vase is somehow involved in this. This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken. Flip the vase over and see. Exactly. It could be the vase. I just want to check though. I mean, there's a hole. Wait. Back again. Yeah, literally like that. If you put it like that, it looks like the blue badger. Not like that, but the other way. And look, it's the blue badger, exactly. And that vase, or why do I call it vase? That jar wasn't mentioned until now, so it will come hopefully soon. That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was. Never mind, it's time now. What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really? I might know. The blue badger hadn't even been dreamed up when Emma drew this picture, yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room. Mr. Wright! In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger. La 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 la. It's that thing. The mysterious blue badger was in fact this. But that's what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar. Oh, Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger. Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? Our viewpoint? I mean, she was on the floor, so of course, the viewpoint of hers was different as well. Wait, I want to see the picture. Oh, it's... Okay. Just imagine if the jaw is picked up. How he's gonna hold it. I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this from. No. I hate those rotation things. Okay. I mean, like that? This isn't right. I've got... Ah! Allow me to remind the defense its case hinges on the witness drawing. If Mr. Wright can match the shape that... Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying again. I'm trying for real. What the heck? Okay. Because I did not think of the blood. No? I don't think it's like that. Yeah. Okay. Now I really have to freaking match that? Oh my god. Was not born to do that. Huh. But I think the blood splatter has to be in the front. So... maybe like that. Oh, I got it. Well, is this a miracle or what? There we go! The shape is there. No one can possibly deny this jaw's resemblance to the blue badger. No, it can't be. There we go, the jar is the culprit. The blue badger. Order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What do you mean? What do you mean dramatic performance? That was not dramatic. It's just having to deal with all this nonsense. He has to. And now he has to find out about all those lies. Imagine you having a case like that and you just getting lied to for everything, and now 2 years later, you find out the truth. Y'all, it means Edward enjoyed it. Imagine that Emma did in fact kill Neil. Hey! That'd be horrible to know. Don't give me sadness. But poor edgy boy. He has to find out the truth now. What's your point? What do you mean? So the badger thing was actually just a jar. Emma killing Neil will explain Lana's behavior. Oh god, please don't give me actual fear for that. I mean, it could more be like an accidental death. Killing. But please let's throw away that thought, and I will see later and be crushed by the truth. So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything. It does. I'm afraid that's where you are wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything. Indeed? Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar? The murderer. I mean, there must be then a fourth person in the room. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gunt. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself. Yes, and it is these two facts that revealed what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gunt's office. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gunt's office to Lana Sky's office? Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. There might be one. Exactly. Oh, never mind. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright? I don't know. I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. What do you know that I don't know? Please tell me. Please recall the witness testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, this jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked into the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? Huh? The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Uh-oh. No. You made my fear come true. No, please no. Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors' trophy. No, Miss Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes, there's another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility? Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Yeah, that's a little bit bad. Oh. Shoot. And that's where's the back wound? Yeah. You mean you may have accidentally killed Neil yourself? Mr. Marshall died because of me? Uh-oh. She's going to break down now. Uh-oh. Maybe that's why she fainted. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. I mean, it was an accident. No, God, Lana. This is definitely why I never imagined that. What are you saying? I'm sorry, Mrs. Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? Oh no, she's fully panicking. Oh no. How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. And it's gonna get wilder? Wilder than that? That is already wild. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have to prove. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If you don't have evidence, so literally everything was done to save Emma? I mean, it was an accident. I don't think she would have gone into prison. I mean, she was literally a child. What the heck? And we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. You certainly can't get dead people to testify. Wait. If it was like dead, who killed Joe? Who killed Joe Dark? Is it Joe? Hopefully it's Joe. But who killed the serial killer? This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Oh, he has something. Touché, Mrs. Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. I have proof of that. Oh shoot. That's impossible. Well, Miss Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I've got to think back to the court record. The real mother's name that the victim may have left behind. Oh, I have evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? I mean, we have to see who's the murderer of the current case and solve the thing back then, I guess. Do not be mistaken, Mrs. Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. Besides, it was an accident. There's only one thing we seek, the truth. Let's go. No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. Yes. Oh, I feel so bad. This is the message from the deceased. A handprint. Right. Now then. No, it's wrong. I thought I was right. Oops. Okay, I'll try again. I'll now have to think. Oh, God. The bloodstains? Ow! Wait, is on the bloodstain? Is maybe the bloodstains do they form letters or something? This is the message left by the deceased. Is this that blue badger from before, right? Or is he going to just speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone forgot this is just a jar. I'm trying to see, but I cannot find any letters. I wouldn't know. Oh well, let's see. Let's see what Phoenix has to say how to get the message. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar. Looks like someone wiped the blood away. Yes, but notice... For some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Because... Okay, I forgot. Okay. I mean, I clearly see an M. I mean, that's definitely like an E for Emma. Yes, there is a line here drawn in blood. So what you're saying is these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used a few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely so. All you need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. I have a bad feeling that she wiped it away. Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written it, given the circumstances. His murderer's name. I mean, I see the E and the M. Emma. A. Oh. Oh, now I see it. I forgot part of the M. Okay. Okay. There we go. Emma. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove the client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Me neither. Emma! So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Lana, what do you have to say? Well, people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma's guy. Oh, poor Emma. She did not deserve that. See, Murphy? Can't say I didn't warn you. So you hid all of that? And you made yourself so suspicious? Oh my freaking god. We still don't know who killed Goodman. Chief Gunt, do you understand the implications of what you've done? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. Finally, the final segment. Exactly. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? That's why they hid a lot of stuff, so it won't come out that Emma accidentally killed him. Yes, Murphy, because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. That was not Edgy Boy's fault. What the heck? Bro was not innocent. Which one? Gunt or Edgy Boy? Edgy Boy was innocent. Definitely. Hi, Sasgard. Hi. Hello, hello. Everyone just basically lied to Edgy Boy. And gave him forged evidence. Yeah, Dark. Yeah, I mean, Dark was already a serial killer, so... it would... if he wouldn't... He would have been sentenced anyway. But Dark really wasn't a serial murderer. That's undeniable. But you hear all you want. Still the truth. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know? You aren't defenders of justice. What? You're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter, even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. What's going on at the prosecutor's office? That might have sent an innocent man to his death. How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? What do you mean innocent? What do you mean innocent? That was still a serial killer. What the heck? They're all thinking this guy was a serial killer is innocent while he killed so many people? What the heck? The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. To be continued. Let's do further. Oh, it's a trial of... Oh, shoot. If you get things right, it should be 1 more hour. Oh, that's a relief. Although, I mean, in worst case scenarios, I will do 2 hours. Because I don't want to stop. I know exactly it's not that... Or I hope it's not that long anymore. Oh, it's trial later. Okay. Then it should be not more. But yeah, we'll finish that today no matter what. I mean, if it's 1 more hour, then then we'll definitely finish. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. It's just my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. I mean, you came in at a bad timing. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. No. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Oh man, I hope Gumshoe is in the next games too. He's such a funny detective. I like him. I've got a lot of nerve, Paul, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, Paul. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right? Yeah, okay. I guess so. Chief Prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Oh, I know which one, the Chief. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Let's go! 2 rules. What is the second one? Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the Chief Prosecutor's sentence. That's where you are wrong, Detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? I'm still sitting in the prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth? The real trial today hasn't begun yet. Only the beginning. Although hopefully it's almost at the end. What else is there left to do? Your credibilities have been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. And this guy found out she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You've got to be kidding me, Paul. You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What? And we are going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Too many, yes. Edgy Boy and Emma were hurt. They're back in court. Just need some water shortly. Okay, I'm all good now. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Be my guest, I guess. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well, he does not care. Normal, this is where the prosecution calls for a witness. But, wait. I forgot. Rules for submitting evidence. Number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay, must be relevant. Hi, Butchie. Hi. And yes, objection. Wonder how many objections will now fly. This isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witness? I mean, you didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. No. Wait, thank you. What? There's no precedent for what you're proposing? Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It will prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Sure, let's do it. Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well, The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Then it's settled. Defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance? If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls. Our time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. I only have to think of this guy. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? Both Edgy Boy and Phoenix are now playing against the judge and Damon. Very well, sure. Alright, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Let's go! Finals! The final thing. Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Murphy, are you sure you want to do this? Hey, I called you here. Your name and occupation. So, you want to play hardball, eh? Please, Mr. Hunt. Just fucking do. Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear testimony. Alright, what's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SN9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered the prosecutor? No! Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There's still some things I'm gonna account for. Wait, I gotta get some more water. I'm very ticklish. Gans is an asshole. He is! I mean, he doesn't want to be there because he seems very much sus. I still believe he killed Goodman. At least now I know he did not kill Neil Marshall. Or the serial killer killed Neil Marshall. Yes, he is sus. Let's take a little break. I need a little bit of water break, so... Thank you for letting me take my time. Because my throat is a little bit itchy, I'm trying to avoid it. I'm eating the candy now, again. And I need lots of water. Okay, let's continue. I'm ready. Like what? Like the role you played in all of this. You had a big role in this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. Hey, I'm just a protector of the law. You're aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Are you threatening to kill me? Weapons? Sure, take my testimony for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. And that just proves that you're freaking sus. Thank you. Your Honor, can you please go guilty? Thank you. He is in fact guilty. What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Sure. Sure, I get that. But that just makes you think he's hiding something. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well, witness may now begin his testimony. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, he slipped up. A power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Wow. Is that when Dark was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. Rep. Poor Neil. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. Let's go! S-Online incident. I'm gonna save here, just in case. Now it's pressing time. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. Ah! Jesus. That was a mistake. Oh well. Probably didn't miss much. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that. Was the defendant Lance Skye also present in the room? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Doc ran for it. So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky. Sorry. But I had a coughing fit just now. A coughing episode. Yeah, just need a second. Okay, hopefully it will not come again. So he got lucky. What's this about a power outage? Oh, the elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though. That's not funny. That sucks, yeah. I feel like I'm coughing more now. But I'm gonna hold it. And not hold it, but I'm gonna fight through this. But probably after we finish this game. I will stop streaming. Let's take a little break. Okay, never mind. I can do this. Sadly, just that the candy's not really helping anymore. Let's press him on that. Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled up. Wow. Jack was also lying collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms, looking back at it now. She must have already known what her sister had done. And she'll arrange the crime scene. How can he know that? Maybe Lana told him? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. So that means you found the body near Lana's desk? That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes. Anyway. That's us. You had something to do with the forgery. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at the office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? Staring at a witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. Huh? Oh, no. No! I'm getting hiccups! No! What the heck? No hiccups for me, I don't want them. If you're going to stare at anything, you you'd be better off staring at the court record. Worthy. Always this smooth talker. But which piece of evidence ties Gunn to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow, I've got to link Gunn to the incident. Sure. I definitely feel like the last one, so I have to tie him to the incident. Okay, let's save. I feel like the piece of cloth. I mean, it's the only thing, and yes, I found it in his safe. Ah, it was right. If it really had nothing to do with the forgery. And how do you explain this? That's that. And what's that on it? A handprint? Finally, I can use it. Chief Gant, your explanation, please. I don't know. You tell me, son. Huh? My dear Writer, don't you know? The second rule of evidence law. Oh, that shit. Uh-oh, not this again. Evidence law. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Tell me, how is it relevant to this trial? It appears the defense was not prepared. I guess it's too early to use this piece of evidence. Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance? Oh, okay. I'll do justice once, but only because you asked, Chief. Thank you. I assure you the defense is terribly sorry. Yeah, sorry I didn't nail you. Huh? So I was right, but they got me with that. Okay, still the last sentence. Oops. What could it be? So this is not it. I mean, the ID card record has his number. Maybe that could be it. But I'm not sure. Or maybe that's because of Gant's BS. The halberd was removed. Huh. Oh, I see now. I don't know why I did not see that before. It was not a there. It was just two different pages. Okay. You know what? I'll just go with guesses. I'll just use my two things and see. Yeah, it's wrong. And I'm still thinking that this sentence is it. Okay, never mind. It's not that. How to link him to the case? Okay. That did not help. Let's see about everything. Nothing to do with the forgery. I mean, he was the head. He was the executive investigator, so should have known. Maybe? I know why. Ah, okay. Maybe that one? Because of the one piece found in his safe. That could be it. Okay, let me actually load to get my health back. So the jar. Oh, that was it. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery? But you had. One piece? Yes, there was one piece in his safe. So that makes him a culprit too. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's the blue badge you showed us earlier. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that. Hey, no, we're not going to that route. No, we're gonna leave that one. But the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh, here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery? To me? Or do you mean you? Me? Is it because we broke into your safe? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. But I have lots and lots of witnesses that I did in fact not put it in there. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary all drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My, kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Evidence and forgery. Let's see, what was it now? A jar, fragment, and a list. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they are worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I'm the Chief of Police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Indeed, I believe I'll press charges, so you won't make the same mistakes again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Aji. In return, though. I don't know. That place, right? What place? And what are you guys doing? That's questionable and sus. Hey, the judge is not neutral anymore. We need a new judge. That judge is too much with the Chief of Police. I don't want to know what they're doing. Absolutely fucking not. Oh, what are these guys? Telepathic? Evidence and forgery. Now you're accusing me? Seriously? I'm appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'll have you know, back in the day I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped. Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Lydia, what are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Ryder's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, that would prove his investigation was illegal. Oh, never think anyone as slimy as this guy. It's time to commit murder. I'm gonna kill this guy. You can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe? Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. It does though. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery... I'm not through speaking yet, right though? It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. Are you saying this jaw fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. We have a list though. And wouldn't that be convenient? Right? Are you giving me a hint, right? The chief is talking about possibilities, so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. Come on, come now, Raito. Think about it. Oh, give me hints. How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. You're freaking not. Remember, who was it that murdered Neil? I'm not sure I care for the word murder here, but in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. Well, now do you see? Are you sure? Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there's one very large benefit you've reaped from all this. His promotion? Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would of course be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh, the resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Ho ho ho. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of his online merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway. Rip. Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, you did it for someone else. And you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Murphy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. Wow, dude, you're really just into yourself. That's okay. There, it's out in the open now. Hachi, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. you sure though? Maybe there was something in it. Maybe absolute protection from the prosecutors. Because, you know, Lana. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Self-love. Self-love is good. It is indeed good. But at some point, it's just too much. At some point, that's not self-love, that's self-obsession. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Ah, that's a good one, Murphy. You should always love yourself, but at some point, if you love yourself too much, yeah, that's not healthy. There have been something in it for him. Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? Point out accomplice. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to betray the chief, as a nice man who likes to lend people hands. But in a crime! That's not what I mean. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gunn may have helped forge evidence? Of course, it's Lana. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye? The defendant? I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gunt, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gunt. But how would he profit from all of this? He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with... Dude! Can we get a smarter judge? Someone that has at least one tiny IQ and not minus 100 IQ? That's not even funny! Oh wait, you must mean puppet as in someone forced to do this bit. Jesus. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you could control her. Right, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I control Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Nope. She's giving up. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course I'm talking about the other one where the screwdriver is from. Oh, never mind, this one. The murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Imagine if Lana's name was backwards. That would be crazy. Yes, so crazy. I cannot imagine. Absolutely. Someone's being sus. Maybe someone needs to be in front of the judge. Don't worry, he's not smart. I know. If I thought about that, I couldn't either. So I get that. Don't worry, your judge time is dismissed. Almost as if, yeah, someone's controlling her. Definitely. It's time to get freaky. Yes. It's time to go to the basement. And do some basement stuff. Whatever that is. Some nice torture. But maybe not today. You know, I'm in court. I can't say stuff like that. Murphy, you better watch your tongue. And my back. Because you might just stab me. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? Judge, seriously? Do you see that? He's threatening me. He's threatening everyone. That's suspicious. What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gunn is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. Yes! You finally got to the good part. Fuck your order, only Zhongli can get to the order. Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. So what? He's a human, he can do bad stuff. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible. That is possible, my dude. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easy to understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now. We'll work together with Edgy Boy. It looks like he is the one who's decided to go through with this. We'll go against the Chief of Police. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the Chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in his murder? Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gunn is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. No. No! I'm gonna save. Just in case. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. And it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gunn to the murder of Detective Goodman. No! I mean, question. What do I get to do with this screwdriver? Brought back to his office by Gunn's request. Oh, it will probably be like, why was Edgy Boy in the office? Or how was Edgy Boy used? To pick up the screwdriver and then carry the body, but he didn't know about it. It could be that. but I don't think so. Nope. Evidence for something, but what? I don't think it's that. Evidence list. The ID list means I would have probably gone through like everything. But thanks for maybe speeding it up. He did enter the evidence room to get the screwdriver. You know what? I'll just do it. Oh, it does work. It does actually work. This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. Yes, many sevens. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your number. I mean... You have literally to your safe your many sevens. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gun's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean. I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was... yes. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Guns. Oh! That's like the first time he's breaking a sweat. Like he's like... yeah, that... like you've... he's like... he found some... Phoenix found something out. Oh shit. He entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. He entered the evidence room probably... maybe to mess with some stuff. And also to get the screwdriver. Get Mr. Edgy Boy here. Give him the screwdriver and then he drives off with the... yeah, then he drives off with... Wait. I'm gonna see the list first. And he drives off with the body. Let's check. Yeah, only 20 minutes later, Edgy Boy is in there. Huh. Chief Guns, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. Hey! But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Guns, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime? What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lanaskai's guilt. Well, we have a new guilty person. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Guns met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us... oh God. More proof? Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Guns on the day of the crime. Let's see, let's see. Maybe because Goodman knew about the forgery and wanted to talk about it? Or the note SL9. I don't think it's... I mean, it could be the note. Huh. It could also not be. I'm probably totally wrong, but I will try anyway. Oh, it was okay. No, there's got to be something more solid than this. On that day, Detective Goodman had to go to see Chief Gunt. I was wrong. Oh, come on. Don't give me false hope. I always ready to give me a false hope at some point. I forgot this. The music has to be silent. Okay. Crime photo. White animal shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana's guy. Found at the crime scene wrapped in a defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Wait. So he went to the evidence room, got probably the knife because it was there. He was probably there, right? Wait, where is the ID card? 4:20, okay. Let's look at the autopsy. Something between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. So that checks out. So it happened in the evidence room. I don't think so. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Wait, I should go through every evidence. Okay. Where? So definitely not that. Show us proof. Okay. There's no proof for that because there's literally no Goodman on there. Fingerprints. Brought back to his office by Gunt's request. Goodman's lost item reporter. Half-written documents dated. Oh. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. That's the reason to give his this letter. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gunt. Then you both went in there. You accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. And then you killed him. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, Chief Police, murder poor Goodman. I mean, yeah, exactly. But wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes, now that you mention it, I believe I might have... Oops. That's too slow. Sorry, but that's not possible. Why not? According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. Whoa! Electrocuted! Chief Gant, you didn't... The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. It went super side. We did. I was so funny, that look. Just blonde hair is missing. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. And of course, he used our poor edgy boy. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. The victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. So, you're a chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. I have it. It's the screwdrivers. Yes, the screwdriver. He called Edgy Boy? Or is it? And Edgy Boy took the body without knowledge there. This is how you moved Detective Goodman's body. What's that? A screwdriver? But what does that have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is the screwdriver doing here? It's here because... Now you recognize how the body got there. You were used! Yet again. I was asked to go, but Chief Gant no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. And in any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to. You mean I... Yes, you were used! Poor Edgy. Yeah, poor Edgy. He's just being used and manipulated and just... Since episode 4, he's just... This poor Edgy boy. The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless of course you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one possible explanation: to transport the body to your accomplice, Mrs. Lana's guy. What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusation? Think back to the photograph Mrs. Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in a trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gunt, please say something. I believe your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Wright, but I'm having lunch with the district attorney general after this. Dude! You are a murderer! You will not go anywhere. The heck? We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. You cannot just leave after being accused as a murderer. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. And nowhere in the real world could leave like that. Remember what I told you earlier? Police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify, I'm invoking that right now. But that is not a right to be casually invoked. Besides, that will come out, that will be in the news, and I don't think the chief of police will be the chief of police after that, because all the media will put it out, and he's screwed. He's screwing himself. Besides, media love that. Media love that dramatic thing. Especially in the negative stuff. I should be going, oh no, you have a meeting. We'll have fun at the meeting. I'm happy that I could see it here too. Have fun. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Your son risks to being considered. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old gunman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, you think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. Uh-oh. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Tim Gunt is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gunt murdered Detective Goodman and made Mrs. Sky dispose of his body. I think maybe you should save before anything else. I thought so too. That at some point I should save very soon. But I guess this is the right one, right time to save. But let's just go through the evidence. I can't let him just skirm his way out of this. I've got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor. I do have such evidence. And please hurry up and present it. Just remember, it better prove Chief Gunt murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of doubt. Oh, shoot. What's the things I did not use until now? The only thing I did not use is the piece of cloth. But it's just a handprint of Emma. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. I actually don't know. Oh, shoot. Evidence that he murdered him. No, I didn't want to do that. Wound was caused by a 4.5 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Okay. 4.5-inch knife. How long is that? Maybe it's that. Oh god. I don't know if they're both the same length or one's longer than the other, or I actually don't know. Or does the 4.5 inches does not go with the length, but maybe the, I don't know, thickness, the wide, how wide it is, the blade? Okay. I don't think the piece of cloth is it. Ah. Out of funness, I want to do that. It's probably wrong, but let's just go for it. I want to see the reaction. So, what exactly is this evidence? It's proof. As to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt, I'll let you be the judge. But I am the judge. Alright. Well, what do you think, Your Honor? It's totally wrong. Ah, okay, okay. Maybe I should go rather if I have no proof yet. I want to see the reaction to that. Because I don't know about my proof. About my evidences, because I feel like I don't have any evidence of that. No use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. Choose wisely. I mean, sometimes it's okay not having any evidence because, well, I don't have any evidence. I wouldn't know what to pick. CRG? That's why you told me to save. In case... yeah. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for all your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can afford to lose, Wright? It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Archie, I'll leave the rest to you. No! I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront for... oh, shit. So, it was not wisely? Huh? So I'm wrong as well for choosing that answer? It's an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement engine. No! Oh, never mind. Edgy boy. Edgy boy, you're my savior. Lady Luck? Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth? Another witness? In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gunn has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else, one more witness, who can answer all the questions. Raised in this trial, someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today. Is it Lana? Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes. Lana. The defendant? Mrs. Lana Sky? She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21. Her task: to dispose of the victim's body in accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will convene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now... Oh, never mind. No recess. Let's go. Hold on. Huh? I came back. Chief Gans, I thought you were going to eat. Listen, good Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this. But if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. Dude's threatening in public. Seriously. Who does he think he is? That's right. Your sister will be found guilty. For Neil Marshall's murder? Huh? Dude, first of all, she was 14 by then. She was a kid. She did it by accident. What the heck? This isn't good. Of course, I'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Wouldn't anyone in this room think that he's just a manipulator? And that he actually did it? Like, the heck? I think no one would think, oh, he's such a nice thief. Oh, that's such bullshit. But I guess game logic is a different logic. We shall not think any further. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. Ah. More recess time. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. That chief is something else, Pulse. Detective Gumshoe. I'm not a detective anymore. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Ah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office? My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-notch girl you used to work with. What do you mean? Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Oh, I'm having a new assistant. Chief Gun's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand? Not fair he has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said. But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What do you mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the public eye will see it negatively. The opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too? Emma! Are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. So she heard everything that's been going on. I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny, I almost feel somehow relieved. Imagine trying to use humor to distract a pro player you're against in a competitive action game like, come on man, I have 5 kids. What? Yeah, it's like other bullshit. Like, why would I believe that? Or even care about it? A man is guns guy. I don't like him. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by a terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gunt's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to. That must be why she became so cold. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. You did not murder him. You pushed him accidentally to his death. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Chief Gunt may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see. Well, you better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait? No. My assistant comes with me. No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. It's time for the final act. Try it later too? Oh, my throat's gonna kill me. It really is gonna be that way. But I'm good. My first thing says I gotta reply to a message really quick. Everything's okay. You're running away trying to get some type of advantage. Oh, that's what she meant with bra. Yeah. Some bullshit advantage. Like, oh no, I gotta get to lunch. I am the chief of police. I can do everything I want. Yeah, heck no, you cannot do everything you want. Everything has consequences. I mean, he threatened us, but that also has consequences. Now then, will the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky, please take the stand? Mrs. Lana Sky, you're the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past few years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Mrs. Sky. And remember, you're under oath. You want to hear the truth. Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gunt. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gunt. Please don't lie. And end the fabrication. I worked alongside Gunt for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scenes. I was talking about my funny serial against the pro player. Yeah, and I thought it was just, you know, something similar, similar situation to the current situation that we're having. Or was it just entirely something different? Or was it? But yeah, she rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. That's a lie. Are you sure about this testimony? The bra was for your throat. Oh, okay, the bra was for my throat. My throat will fight through this. Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense, of course I'm sure. But Lana! If this is true, then that means Chief Gunn has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. It's so nice to have Emma again next to me. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Okay. How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years. Detective Gunn and Detective Sky were legendary partners. Personally, saw them testify in numerous cases. She must have been good coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Guns was a respectable detective, that's why. No truth to his blackmail. That's not the truth. But think about it, Mrs. Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And... did you do so to help your sister? The fabrication? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized today all because of the creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Lana. So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago? You rearranged the crime scene. You say you did this all by yourself. Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? The prosecutor marshal died from an unfortunate accident. It's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but it'll never change the statement. You mean, Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's... oh, oops, that's not how it went down. Oh, just to protect me. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. Broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, and then moved the body. You planted the tip of... Okay, okay. But why? Why would you do that? You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. So, shoulders, knees, and toes. Toes, knees, and toes. Nah, I shall delete that from my mind again. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others. Yeah, why did you plant the knife? Maybe. Or why did you do that? Come now, Mr. Wright, even you should be able to figure it out. Very well, let's add this to the witness testimony. The reason Mrs. Sky fabricated the knife. Maybe the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof he needed. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes, and leaving it at that might point the blame away from Dark. I thought the most effective way to get him convicted would be by having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body. So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound? Yes. Because I hated Dark for what he did. The last one was such a lie. So you rearranged the crime scene? Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period. Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence? She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright, my sister's lying. Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it alone. I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. Now that's true. Isn't there one where I had another question? Oh yeah, that one. Let's get the other one. Why did you move that body? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it. It was by Chief Gunn's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Mrs. Sky moved the body. Oh, the pieces of the jar. Pieces of the jar, you mean? Yes, that red jar you showed us earlier, in order to show that Dark committed the crime. I thought it would be more expedient to move the body. So, when you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you look at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead and Dark was laying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during the struggle. But how was the blood on there? How did it get on there? I see. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that. There must be a contradiction here somewhere. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. Okay, where is the contradiction? Let's start from the very beginning. That's not a contradiction. I mean, there's a contradiction to that, but I don't think it's the right sentence. The pieces. I think maybe go with the pieces one, even though wait, I don't know what to do. The pieces of jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Alright, I kinda use this. But yeah, what about the writing? Mrs. Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed a crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery to see where Neil Marshall was murdered? If the truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "Pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threaten my plan." That's right. But yeah, how is the blood? How could we read Emma out of that? Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Just a short water break. Okay. I'm good to go. Hopefully. Exactly so. This is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Yes. Could have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. There we go. Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here. Something critical? Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well, the witness may now continue her testimony. But tell us the truth. Jar and message in blood. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. Fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Okay, how do I contradict that? Are you sure you didn't notice them? So the jar was already broken? It's a miracle that the thing hadn't broken earlier. It certainly looks as feasible as the defense's case. And not as feasible as the judge's judgment. We will get that. We'll get the actual judgment at some point. The right judgment. You were an ace detective who never misses a detail. Do you really expect us to believe? You didn't investigate what was written on the jar of pieces? Normally, I would have. But it was dark. So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Well, that helps my case. Lana, you do that for me? It seems you two might make up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. This is rather shocking. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I can think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. What contradictions have surfaced in her testimony? Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I think I finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. It's one final possibility that might turn everything around. And what would that be? The blood traces on the jar. It was dark. She wiped away. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. But why would you do that though? I mean, you couldn't just put it as short arc, hit him with the jar or something, and use it as evidence against him. Okay. Chief kept on one shot in him. Maybe Lana doesn't know. I mean, yeah. Wait, what? She noticed the place, blood traces on the jar, okay. Oh, that one. Okay, that one. That one I couldn't hit with the jar itself. Mrs. Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gun's safe. In the Chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But no witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood of them. Which she sadly didn't do. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Nope, it was the Chief. Chief Gunn got there before you. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. I ran my mouth all along. Can you believe that? Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, isn't there a way a name could have been written on a shattered jar? Another person discovered this scene prior to the witness. I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Guns. At the time, he was looking for darks downstairs. Besides, I have trouble reading, and that makes it difficult, especially when they're suddenly so fast. The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Aliana, can you answer us that? Just fucking admit it! That the chief is not innocent. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Well, now you are! Damon Gaunt arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence. But why would Chief Gaunt do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gaunt's aid. I hope you recover well. I hope so too. I really hope. Especially because of my voice. Not voice, but my throat. Fuck my voice. I don't care how my voice sounds on my throat. Thank you. Lending her his aid, Gaunt helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet. Come on, Lana, stop it! Stop the lying, please. Just tell the truth. No, I did it on my own. Please, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. What? Oh, wait a minute. What if you're still smack dab in the middle of Gaunt's trap? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Lana, maybe you're right after all. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Are we playing into her now to, like, fish for the truth? To make her believe we believe her? So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright? No. No. Mrs. Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Mrs. Skye, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there's a possibility that it will if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Alright, witness may testify once more for the final time. I got it. Wait, can I save? No. No, I can save. I'm really gonna be honest here. I cannot anymore. My throat is really just a little, just itchy, and I'm slurring, like I'm stumbling over my own words, can't read properly anymore, and my eyes actually hurt. So even though I want to finish that, I cannot anymore. So I will stop for today. Even though we're almost finished. And I think you can go. No, thank you. And I think I'm wearing music, like get some rest. No, thank you. But one thing I really want to do at least is tomorrow. You'll do better next time. I hope so too. But one thing I do want to do... Wait, let me actually switch. But one thing I really do want to do is I want to finish it still this week. So I will continue tomorrow with the game and finish it. And yeah, Walking Dead will be postponed to next week. So we'll do tomorrow the rest of the Phoenix Wright trial, or the last trial. I really want to finish it, so tomorrow we'll continue and end this once for and for all. Next Sunday I will definitely play Walking Dead. No. I'll go rest my voice and go to sleep hopefully soon. I still have to finish some stuff. I'll wish you now some sweet dreams, a beautiful night or a beautiful day, and a good start into Sunday. Hope you'll still enjoyed it, and until tomorrow or whenever. Until then, have some sweet dreams and bye bye. Tomorrow I'll definitely finish. Bye bye.